What's going on, guys? Christian here from CK Wraps. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy the videos. Now, I do have a product here that I'm testing for Vivid, and I've had it for probably about a week now, and it's a heat gun, okay? There are many different types of heat guns on the market. I've used heat guns that cost $300. I've used heat guns that cost $200, $150, $100, $80, whatever. I've probably used 25 to 30 different variations of heat guns. What heat guns do I like the best? You ask me this often, so what heat gun am I using? What heat gun am I using? I usually use a fairly inexpensive heat gun from Canadian Tire, which is Canada based, so if you're in the US, you're gonna have a hard time getting it. It's about 50 bucks and it does an excellent job. It's my favorite heat gun. So this heat gun here, and I'll just talk about this right now in case some of you decide to leave. This heat gun is going to be 20% off for a very limited time. It hasn't even been released yet. It will be released by the time this video comes out, but I have two of them. I've been testing them a lot. I've been using them quite a bit, and we use it all day today for our level 2 workshop. So what makes the heat gun so good, in my opinion? Price, quality. So quality meaning its durability, its quick warm-up speed or heating up speed, and its fan radius, okay? So the fan radius to me is very important, and so is the heating up part. The fan radius helps to fan out heat over large panels. You know, if we need to stretch out a bumper, we need to be able to heat top to bottom very evenly and consistently. If we're not heating top to bottom evenly and consistently, that means that we're going to be not stretching the panel across the vinyl across the panel symmetrical. So that means we might have too little stretch on the bottom or too much on the top, or vice versa. Doesn't really matter. You want to make sure that we're heating large areas consistently. So the fan radius is important. On top of that, it heats up very quickly. So the fact that I don't have to sit here and think about what's going on tomorrow before this thing heats up is amazing. This heat gun here is about half the price of the Mastercraft one, a little bit more compact, and it works exactly the same from what I've been using. We've been tossing it around all day today. It's got some scratches, some dings, no problems. There's nothing broken with it. It works really well. The heating is immediate, like a second and a half, 2 seconds, and we're at pretty much top optimal 1500 watts, okay? That's pushing the switch all the way up to the top. It has two settings. It has a lower and it has the higher setting. I always use my heat gun on the hottest setting. It's just a standard for me. You might ask, well, what happens when we want to concentrate the heat? Okay, this doesn't have any fancy nozzles, tips, anything like that we get with some other heat guns. It doesn't have any fancy buttons and electrical displays and, you know, setting it to exactly 700 degrees or exactly 1200 degrees or whatever it might be that, you know, drives you to buy technology. Again, this is not meant to be that complicated. This is a very primitive tool when it comes to wrapping a car, and it just needs to get the job done. How quickly do I blow through a $200 or $300 heat gun? Just as quickly as I blow through a $50 heat gun. 3 to 6 months roughly. I never get a year out of a heat gun for the most part. We'll see how these go. I'm not gentle with them, and I use them very often, okay? So we're gonna see how it goes. For about 25 bucks, I think it's with about 20% off right now, so on top of that you're gonna save 20%. You can't go wrong, really. Very heavy duty, nice rubber grip, so it feels very comfortable in your hand, like it's not gonna slip out. It has a flat spot on the back that you can actually rest on a table, chair, floor, so you can heat up things over top of it while you have it running. Excellent. My only downside to this is where the trigger lies, okay? The trigger lies slightly recessed below the grip, and it kind of at first felt really weird getting it started because I have to bring my thumb up over the edge and then into the area. Maybe I'm just being too picky because I'm so used to the other one. That's probably my only complaint, which is really minor. I've actually gotten used to it. So instead of using like the tip of my thumb to kind of get in there, I've just been using like the ball of my thumb or the middle of my thumb to flip it up. Super hot heat gun. This is the Model 4 Blaze heat gun by Vivid. I mean, if you guys want to see what the box looks like, just so you can see. Hopefully it's got enough light there. So that's just telling you rapid heat up to it's heating up to its temperature in 3 seconds. The grip is rubber, which is really nice. It's got a nice solid grip to it. 2 settings, 300 degrees Celsius. Mode 1 was 300 degrees Celsius, and mode 2, which is the top one, is 500 degrees Celsius. It says 1500 watts, 500 degrees Celsius. You guys can do the math as far as Fahrenheit goes, because I don't know that one off the top of my head, but that's hot. That's a lot hotter than you need to heat up vinyl ever. So it's going to be more than enough for what you need to do with this as far as wrapping your car goes. There's not going to be, we're not trying to melt metal here. We're trying to just soften vinyl. And sometimes post-heat areas, that might be going up to 200 degrees Fahrenheit. So we're even a lot less than 500 degrees Celsius. 200 degrees Fahrenheit, maybe we're sitting around 150 degrees Celsius or 100 degrees Celsius. I don't even actually know, I'm just making that up. Something like that. Celsius is actually lower than Fahrenheit. So to get up to the 200 degree post-heat temperature that you would actually need at the most for this is rare that you're ever going to need 500 degrees Celsius. You can easily burn the house down with this thing. So again, if you're looking to grab a new heat gun, this is available. Excellent so far. Again, we've been using it all day today. It's been thrown around. I got 2 of them. I've been playing around with it at the house, doing all kinds of stuff with it, and I'm very happy with this product compared to their last ones. They have a couple of other ones that are out and I wasn't a huge fan of, and so I think one of them lasted like 2 weeks. I'm not going to tell you which one it was, but hey, I'm just being honest. This one, on the other hand, I don't think I could break this one very quickly. Again, the benefit to using an expensive heat gun, I don't see one. There's actually no point. Is it going to burn out? Is the motor going to burn out, or the fan going to burn out sooner on a cheaper one than a more expensive one? Possibly. I've never gotten to that point where the fan actually burns out. Usually the heat gun just falls apart eventually. Even the Steinel one that I have or had, that was like, I think that's like a $250 heat gun. That thing, it just kind of fell apart one day, and that was it. It didn't click, it didn't do anything. It sounded all like pieces were broken, and on the inside of it. I mean, like I said, I'm not gentle with my heat guns. If you want to take care of your stuff, hey, by all means, go and splurge on the expensive heat gun. But if you're just looking for something to do it yourself or get into wrapping in general, I mean, if you're going to be nice to this thing, I'm sure it's going to last you quite a while. I don't see why it wouldn't. That's it. I hope you enjoyed my review on the heat gun itself. Thought I'd share it with you, and that's it, guys. I appreciate you watching. I've got more videos coming up. I have, well, Max and I just actually wrapped the inside of a Model X hood. Still working on it over there. Want me to show these guys? All right, I'll bring you guys over. So it's pretty cool, actually. Let's check it out. So we just wrapped the inside of this thing in Avery Satin Black. So he's in the process of actually putting it back together, and then he's got to do inlays right there. That's it. These are actually PPF over, which is actually a really cool idea. There's obviously no engine in a Model X, so there's no need for heat escape. And so yeah, he's just put this trim back on. I did basically this side, and then Max did the other side. As you can see, it's all screwed up over there. No, I'm just joking. And here's his wrap, actually. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty dope print. And on the other side of this hood, it's printed carbon fiber with the same pattern that's on the Model X. So this car is getting its door jambs done. Hey, why not show you, right? So that's pretty cool, right? That's not something you see every day.
All punches in house too.
I'll tell them how many layers that is.
Base layer of Avery aluminum 5 vinyl, then you have your ink, then you have your laminate, you have PPF, and then you have 3M carbon fiber laminate on top.
There you go. That's an expensive hood wrap. And a lot of work. So he designed this whole thing himself. It's pretty cool. It's not often, like I said, you see a printed carbon fiber. Anyways, this is the car we're doing a workshop on, and I thought I'd just share with you what's going on. Now the cheetah wrap video is coming, so update is coming. Don't worry, there's videos coming. I know a lot of you, I know I've been telling you a while now, I was waiting for the vinyl to come in for a long time actually, with Christmas and the holidays all around the same time. I guess vinyl and shipping and everything took forever. It did come in eventually, shortly, like actually just when I kind of went on vacation, so I've been trying to get it done. Yeah, I apologize. We do have videos coming, I promise. One is being worked on at the moment, and there'll be more on the way, I promise you. Anyways, thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Take care.